So let's make a few little fixes and add some details. So the first thing I want to do is I'm not crazy about this quad. I mean, it is a quad, but it's in a funny angle. So I'm just going to fix a few things, and I'm going to use my multi-cut tool now and click there, and then click here if it lets me. It didn't let me. Okay, so let's go into the perspective view, see if we can get it to activate here. So multi-cut tool. Let's click on that point, and then there we go. And hit return. And I just want to check something because make sure that I didn't leave an extra no point. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to use my multi-cut tool again, and I'm going to go here. And now I'm going to draw a line here, hit return. And with that done, now I can take this edge and delete it. And I've got this nice looking quad right there. Okay, next up, I'm going to just take this and delete it for now. And I'm going to use my multi-cut tool, and I'm going to click here, and here I'm going to go down my nose. I just need a little bit, a few more edges and vertices to add definition to my nose, so I'm going to hit return. And I've created a triangle here. I'm not worried about that because I'm going to use the tool again, and I'm going to draw a line over here and hit return. And once that's done, I can take this edge and delete. And now I've got a nice quad. Same thing here. I'm going to again use my multi-cut tool. Click here, drag here, hit return, and then multi-cut tool. Let's make sure we've got that selected. Click here. There we go. And we're going to create ourselves another point there. And with that done, I can now take this edge that's basically diagonal. I've got these nice cubes there. I mean, not cubes, but squares, right? Quads. All right, next up, we're going to add some more definition to our nose. So I'm going to use my Insert Edge Loop tool, and I'm going to add in an edge loop there. And I may notice because I've got the hole there, it's not carrying another edge there, which I probably don't need. But I can start to shape things here. Now that I've got that, I can take this point and move that in. I can maybe move that up a little bit, creating a little bit more of a nostril. Okay, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going to take this, and here in this view, I'm going to move this up, and actually I'm going to take this and move that a little bit up. Okay, and with that done, I'm going to use my cut tool and now bring that over to here and hit return. And now that that's done, I can also take this and bring this down. So again, just marking things out as best I can. Okay. Looking very nice here. Let's go into this view, and we're going to need to fix a few things. So first of all, just bring this out. That. There we go. Now that comes in, good. And this probably comes out a little bit. Oh, because I want the second loop, basically this second loop that's running here next to the loop that is going to be the middle, needs to be pretty far forward and almost at the same depth. For instance, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, not bad. Okay, next up, I do want to add in an edge loop here, so I'm going to use my Insert Edge Loop tool and bring in an edge loop here. Now, what's important here is that I have 3 edge loops coming off of the nostrils, and that is what's going to create the possibility for a smile, for a sort of a dimple running down here. Now, on this particular face, it's a young person, so there isn't much of a line or a crease, and there's not going to be much on probably many of the faces that you guys are creating. Let me just delete history. But if you have something with a little bit more character, you're going to need it. And for animating, you're definitely going to need it for facial expressions. Okay, so let's go back into here, and let's just check what we have. And I'm going to go in here to vertex, and actually it's really kind of looking pretty good here. Just going to kind of round this out a little bit. That looks good. All right, and ultimately, I may want to add in yet another edge loop here, and I'm going to add in one. So for instance, this, I want to bring this up. Because we see we've got this kind of this gap going on here, so I'm going to bring this around here, and now I'm going to use my insert edge loop tool and add in an edge loop there. Because we need that for, just to add a little bit more shape. I'm going to go in here to vertex mode, and again, and this I want to bring up. Okay. All right, and this I might bring there we go. And that's just kind of just moving stuff around to find the shape. Okay, all looks good. Now let's talk about the side view here. All right, let's bring that down. Okay, very nice. We're create. Now, very important is we want to create a little bit of a swelling here of the cheeks. So again, there we go. And what I tend to do is bring this one over just to create a little bit, and then, kind of bring that over, and maybe not quite here, that. All right, creating that crease. Now, one thing we might want to do at this point is to press 3. Okay, so we're starting to see it in smooth preview. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let me go in here and see what we have here. Let's just, again, that's pretty good. Bringing that up. Okay. Yep. So you see how I'm sometimes taking 2 points. That can be helpful so that you're moving both in conjunction to each other, because you have to remember in smooth preview. Okay, with that done, that looks pretty good. Let's just take this out a little bit. Okay, nice. Okay, and then let's go into the side view and check that out now. You see how I'm keeping everything, trying to keep things kind of roundish. There, I'm going to just bring that cheek, give it a little bit of a swell. There we go. That's looking good. Now we can actually shape that a little bit better. Bring this in. Okay. Great. Trying to see where that, okay. All right, excellent. So this is looking good. Gonna just bring that down there and actually sort of swell that out. Swell that out. Getting some shape in the cheeks. There we go. Some roundness in those cheeks. All right, this is looking really good. So I've shaped this up. Next up, I'm going to start to extrude the back of the head.